Welcome back, everybody. I had to restart the game. Not sure why. Probably because it was trying to be like, hey, you know what? Just go play the storyline. You don't need to do these trials. So we're gonna heed the warning, and we'll go get the next core. Alright. We did knock out a couple of them though, so I feel alright. So let's go get this core. The Langston River. It was last seen halfway down the riverbank in the shadow of Prosper Bluff. Alright, let's go get it.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up.
The guy cannot
Maybe all
land
that
on
water
his
just
feet.
grew wings and flew off.
Cool.
Riverbank swarming with windbags.
We'll take him down.
They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid.
Until they die. And then it's too late.
Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Sweet Nellie. Her sense of squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast.
Maybe.
Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside.
Haha.
It's just another windbag to those guns.
Who's next?
Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with.
Ha!
They try to cut her off.
And they do no good. I haven't decided yet. I've got quite a few things on Steam, or we could go back to some retro stuff.
Slow her down.
I have plenty of things to choose from. So, usually I don't decide until the game is getting closer to over. I don't know how long these games are, though, being one of the problems with blind runs.
Well, weeping Nellie tries hard.
But if you have any ideas, I am totally open.
Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
I suppose that makes sense. So yeah, I've got things like, on Steam, I've got A Wolf Among Us, the Batman Undertale, or not Undertale, Telltale, series, so we can go through those. I've got Descent, which is an old, computer,
A good spot for a break.
like spaceship kind of game. I used to play when I was a kid, never beat it, because it was hard, and I mean, it's the one reason that I'm doing all these blind runs for, like, old NES and SNES games. Because as a kid, man, if the game was hard, there's no way I was going to beat it. Come on. Gotcha. But now, I have a little bit more fortitude and determination as an adult.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings.
Oh, birds.
Peckers.
Quack, quack, quack.
They've been watching his every move.
Of course they have. Got nothing better to do with their lives.
They have their own eyes on the core. But why?
But yeah, so we could go back to
Well, kid ain't got
SNES,
time to
NES,
think it over
Genesis,
just
those
yet.
kind of things. We could stay on Steam. Got lots of things that I wouldn't mind playing.
Nelly raring to go.
Oh, they're mine, okay.
Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Alright, they're on my side. Nice.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peggers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now.
Not so.
The rest of
It's
us
not
only wish we
so.
could fly in times like these.
Who we got? Haha. Love this bow. Oh! Fell down.
Security skiffs keep on coming to starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Come on. Let's do it. Okay. Sega Master System.
Bags getting even better ideas.
That's a way to make your system sound cool.
They aim to smash we've been yelling splinters. Kid boards one of them skiffs like some kind of Ceylonian privateer. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
Poor Nelly. Oh, she's going. Hang on, I will.
She's just gotta make one last stop.
I'll read through that as soon as I know I'm safe here.
With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground.
Thank you, Nelly.
Solid ground in Pekka country.
Pekka country.
Seems a calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times
Anybody?
Kid
Anybody?
nearly fell off the barge back there? 3 times.
It's funny that he counts. Alright, Sega Master System, and everything seems so hard. I can't even remember the first game I beat. I want to say it was probably... It was later on, man. It's like Final Fantasy VII Time. It wasn't that game, though. It's probably Tomb Raider or Jedi Knight. That being said, I was also like an avid user of cheat codes when I was a teenager, so beating is kind of in quotations. So, yeah. Super Star Wars. We went through that actually
Listen close. You should remember this next part.
on stream, but I don't think I was quite recording at the time. I have some highlights, I think, that are up.
Bluff.
Can't remember. Because I was streaming them, but YouTube wasn't letting me export. I don't know why. Because suddenly it started letting me export one day, so I lost some playthroughs like Super Star Wars, the series. Because every time a Star Wars movie's coming out, we go ahead and play through a Star Wars game. And yeah, so I lost those. I lost Zelda 1, 2, Link to the Past, and Ocarina, blind runs.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far.
Well, luckily I'm pretty foolish. Those peckers are like... They're not necessarily only against me.
The city was the most
Brats.
beautiful place in the world. We all knew that.
Switch. Okay, that's it.
But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Confused. What happened? On the water? Not sure exactly why that went the way it went. Went all blurry for a second. So yeah, if you have any ideas or thoughts, I do like the old RPGs that don't have any voice acting. I'll voice act them. I don't care. That's what I've been doing in the past with
There, the kid
Earthbound
hears
and
something
Shuts.
he ain't heard in a long while.
Alright, sounds like that's the way I want to go if you're narrating it, so I'm gonna go
How's
this
it
way.
go again?
Maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Back to the sky bridge already? What was the point of that? We didn't even find a core, did we? Oh, Skybridge is just a term of... Okay, got it. I think it told me that before too, but it's been a minute since we've used it in alternative fashions. Never made it through a whole Final Fantasy. They are long. They are long. Okay, I've seen a little bit of Cuphead on my guilty pleasure of Game Grumps, but I haven't even played bot or anything. Okay, I'll keep Cuphead in mind if it ever goes on a sale where it looks worth buying. Like, I know it's a good game and everybody's talking good about it. But it's one of those things that spending money on the stream, I've got so many games right now, I'd rather try to save up for a better camera, because I'm sure you can notice that this one's like, it's not necessarily dropping frames, but it is a cheap camera. It's like $30, so. But yeah, it's... everything I spend on the stream is all just because I'm trying to make it better. Not necessarily the best financial decision. So I gotta wait for the right time on certain stuff. Don't get much of a return on the stream, so. It's all for enjoyment purposes, which I don't have a lot of disposable income for. Come here. Come on. Here, birdie. You don't want to come back at me? Gotcha. I don't like to leave anybody alive if I can help it. Yeah, it took me a long time to get through a Final Fantasy. And then I finally beat 7 years later after I was playing it all the time. And then I was like, oh sweet, I did it, I beat a Final Fantasy game. Went back to 8, because I played through a bunch of them, just never beat them for a long time. And then 9 has been like this... 9 has been a journey for me. Because I'll get really far, I'll get to the point that you're going into like the last section of the game, the last disc, and then I'd stop playing because like something new would come out or whatever the case would be. And then by the time I got back to it, I'd forget kind of like what's in my inventory and exactly what was going on in the storyline, and I'm huge on the storyline, so I'd just be like, okay, well, I'll just start it over again. I've restarted Final Fantasy IX and gotten to that point like 6 times at least. And not because I don't like it. I just, like, a new game will come out, because it is such a long game, right, that it's like, okay, well, come on. That something else inevitably would come out in the time I'm playing it. This developer does such a good job with music, man. Transistor is the same way. Beautiful graphics, great music. And the narrator thing is something that they kept with Transistor as well. Hang on, let me... Did we get everywhere before I throw that switch? Is there anything over here? Oh! Didn't really mean to hit that. Alright, hold on. Okay, so I got a switch there, I got a sky bridge over here. I guess that's it. So let me hit this one. Because it was first, so I figure I should. Oh, the 10 broke. That's a bummer too. I did finish 10. And 12? 12? Yeah, 12. I didn't do it. I don't think I finished 11. 11 didn't hold any interest for me, and all the new ones now are just... I don't know. Even 10 was hard for me to stick with. I wasn't too into the story. And then, after that, they just kept losing me, so I was like, I just... not into it, man. The gameplay was fun, but it started going to that, like... It wasn't turn-based anymore, it wasn't, it just wasn't what I knew Final Fantasy to be and what I loved about it. Woohoo! Power throw. Okay, so that's blocked. Let's go this way. Sky Bridge. Got him.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
Yeah, sure. Why bother?
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home at the end.
Of course not. There already wasn't a core.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
Oh, another survivor.
For too long.
How you doing?
They'll be here before too long.
That's how it goes. My buddy, my best friend, he loves Legend of Dragoon.
Got back, didn't we?
I've been trying to figure out how
never
to
thought he'd see a fellow or again.
get going on the PS1
We become
emulator.
fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
One last core. Alright, last time I talked to all these guys before we ended, and then when I came back, I had to talk to them all again. So, I'm going to leave them be this time. We'll talk to them on Monday. So yeah, Legends of Dragoon. I think I might have a working copy for the emulator. I was hesitant to try like multi-disc games just because I don't know quite how it functions or anything with the save files and stuff. So I'll look into that. Maybe we'll do Legends of Dragoon. So I've never played it, but my best friend loved it. That kind of sounds fun. I'll look into that. I'll look into Dragoon. Alright, well, that is going to do it. I've got to start getting ready for work, make some lunch, all that kind of stuff. We should be back on Monday I don't see why not, unless overtime is killing me, because it's the weekend's coming, and last weekend was a nightmare with overtime. So if I end up working like 50-something hours, maybe I won't be here on Monday, but we'll see. Most likely, if I don't have to go in early, I'll still be here. More than likely. So, let's see. Any other stream news or updates? I may or may not. Yeah, I work the weekend. It's one of the reasons. Like, the kids are home, the wife's home, I go to work, so I don't stream on the weekends just because it's just a packed day. Plus, I usually am doing overtime all weekend long, so that's kind of how that goes. Alright, well, good. Have a good weekend, Mr. Bombadil. We will we'll catch you on Monday, and yeah, I will look into Dragoon and see if we can't get something like that going after we finish this. Because I don't believe this is a very long game. Transistor wasn't very long. I just got hung up on like the trials and things like that. The same thing that's happening here, except my progress is a little bit slower on a couple of them. That's how it goes. So yeah, I may. February 17th is an X-Wing tournament, X-Wing miniatures, that I'm trying to go to. If my wife will let me take a day off to go. As emasculating as that sounds. So I might mix in, after this is over, some X-Wing miniatures on Vassal, and stream that. Just because I'm trying to get a hang of the list I would like to take to the tournament and stuff, and so maybe I'll do that as well. I don't know. Lots of thoughts. Lots of thoughts. Plenty of things to play. No shortage of games. So no matter what, we'll be doing something. Alright guys, take it easy. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us. Bastion. It's turned out to be a really good game. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll catch you guys next time.